So hey guys, welcome aboard. Just checking everything's up and running. Yes it is. So today we're in Durham town. A little bit of older Durham, but I don't really care because it's Durham and I'm heading north. Slightly different train today, as I say. Just got this today. Well, yesterday now I suppose. It's the Voyager Class221. Now it's the advanced one, not the one we were playing with last time. So I'm just gonna have to quickly put switch the train off. There we go. So we've just got into the train. We'll pretend it's been parked here for whatever reason for a long time. Let's say the line's been closed. That's a good excuse. So we'll start the train up. So the battery gets connected. Key goes in the ignition. Everything starts screaming. We can start the engine whilst everything else is. See the engine spooling up down there. We'll now do a test call.
Welcome to the remote radio test unit. Please leave your message after the tone.
This is an NRN radio test call.
See, that's just obviously our communications with people. Yeah, the TMS is initializing right now. So cancel that horn. Reverse it forward. Now all the passengers will pretend they've got on the train. Now we need to sort the lights out. Okay, now we'll be on our way again. Second, I disengage the DRA system. Okay, maybe not. Right, we're in forward, we're going from off. Power. If for some reason it's still doing it, it's still initializing the TMS. But anyway, that's probably why it's not letting me pull away. This train knows more about it than you know about it. Once the TMS initializes, hello sir, we'll be on our way. As I've said, this is the Voyager 221, so it's the tilting Voyager, and it actually does tilt, which I really do like, because I prefer the tilting trains when I'm in them in the real world. I know it looks like that back light lamp is on, but trust me, it isn't. And look, I've teleported my way down the back. How good am I? And teleport it back to the front. Yeah, you can see I am advancing the power. I have got reverses forwards, just not letting me do it until this initializes. Alright, it's doing the doors instead. So it is going to let people on and off, yep. I've got to wait for those doors to close. They'll close once the train's decided it's loaded itself. It's only a 20-minute jaunt up to Newcastle. Not a bad one today, not a bad one at all. You can also click on the doors, I'm led to believe. Because I was like, I found a weird click spot when I was driving. The driver's door you can open or something. But as I say, I was going past and there was just this weird click spot appeared. I can't find it ever since. You know when you get like in the drive-by camera, if you like. This one. The click spot appeared. Can't find it ever since. Right, TMS is initialized. Is the door shut? No, the door is not closed. Oh no, the door is closed. And we can go. Let's get... We outie, boys. We outie. So what I've got to do is, we're in a 30 limit for whatever reason right now. So I'm just going to pull power. To ensure we don't exceed that 30 limit. So we're approaching 25. Power comes just idle. Obviously, oh no, we're at an 85 limit. Oopsie. So we can accelerate. And I've got to stop the acceleration before we get to 65. I'm not quite sure what era this is meant to be, because it's got quite modern signalling, but obviously very old signage. I suppose all the scenarios are unadulterated, so I'm going to say 1970s. But anyway. This is more of just a demonstration of how this handles. So it's 14 miles up to Newcastle. We might not go all the way up to Newcastle, because there's not going to be much point, because you've seen Squirrel do videos on this. So on coach C. Do you mind, sir? People are just so unpolite these days. Just put this in the coach A then, I'm assuming, yeah? Oh my god, the modelling of those places. Right, flag order. You can see the train coming past it. Let's see if I can find that click spot. I've got an idea where that click spot could be, actually. Just got to pull us back to about 12% power. Stop us going over 65. 12. Could it be like the clicker? But also, if you, fun fact, if you then go and do another NRN radio test call, you get a different voice.
Welcome to the remote radio test unit. Please leave your message after the tone.
This is an NRN radio test call.
So that's a different voice.
This is an NRN radio test call.
This is from Yorkshire, from Doncaster. And if we down it again.
Welcome to the remote radio test unit. Please leave your message after the tone.
This is a NRN radio test call.
125 coming the other way.
This is a NRN radio test call.
I just realised how much brighter OBS is as opposed to the game. Here's the 125 sign. We've got to wait for that to pass the rear end of the train, obviously, before we can go up to 125. But I can just accelerate. And we need to just mute that, because if we don't, it'll start kicking off with us, basically. And the good thing about this train is it'll go up to 125, but it won't exceed it. The reason for that is max speed 125, and it's got a speed limiter. This doesn't work, sadly. I wish it would. I wish it did. What else can we look at? Fun fact, Norton Antivirus thinks the PMDG737 is a virus. Also, you heard that PPPPP, that's actually a have you fallen asleep alarm. And every time you hit it, you have to hit the AWS switch, which is there, to make sure it doesn't ram the emergency brake on. But if it does, you can click that switch there, which disables the emergency brake temporarily. Coming up on Chesterley Street Station. Also, fun fact, it's a one-tone horn on this thing. So you can have like a deep tone or a higher tone, and the deeper tone's matched to the bell. So if you want the deeper tone, you just match the B switch. Or you can make it into a two-tone by doing this. Which is a more typical British two-tone kind of rail noise. I think the train is tilting a little bit in these turns as well, which is actually I find it just incredibly cool. Whoa. I know you probably get told off for like tooting your horn when you're going through a station, but I think it is. I think I probably mentioned this in a previous video. I'm not sure if I did. It feels like I have. I'd personally say it's a lot safer to do that than to just go blasting through the station without doing anything. Because if someone, let's say, drops their phone on the line or something like that and goes, oh, I'll drop my phone, I'll just pick it up before the train gets here. That's 37 going the other way. And does that, and then is down, bending down to pick it off the tracks. They won't hear me coming. I mean, you can hear how quiet I am in game. You can hardly hear that, and if there's a noise going on around you, that kind of thing, you could easily miss the noise of this thing coming up on you. So I reckon if you blast your horn on the way in, then people are like, all right, there's a train coming, better move away. Especially if you're coming through at high speed, which we were. I mean, the PA normally announces there will be a train passing platform 2 at high speed. Please stay or keep away from the side. Answer 55 limit coming up. Power off and braking. Whoa! I don't understand. I'm going to stop in time. Max braking. I can max the braking out on this without getting penalty braking because it's a dynamic braking system. 55 limit coming up. Still half a mile to go. We should make it to a standstill in time, or to 55 in time. Just until we get below 55. 55. Right, we're going to speed for a few seconds, but that's pretty well judged on my part, I would have to say. 50 is about 12%. I can do 14, I think. Yeah, the train feels like it's hardly moving now. I love Doppler effects. It's like, like, get out the way, not can't be bothered, kind of thing. And I know obviously that the noise doesn't change, but just the way it sounds is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm just going to take all the power off pretty much because this is a downhill slope, because obviously we're coming down to the quayside at Newcastle. It's coming down the valley, so we're just going to keep the power off and let the train freewheel. Also the speed limit comes down in a little distance. You can see 5 miles to go, so no big. As you can see, this is where we are now. We're just entering the yard. All a big yard here. And then just leads off into Low-Fell Royal Mail around here somewhere. And service 2's ahead. Oh, and he's facing the other way. Which one's platform 8, by the way? Sure it is. Alright, so it's a 3 platform. So yeah, the train could really be going up to Edinburgh now. And normally, this train, as far as I'm aware, does Newcastle to Birmingham. Well, kind of Derby, but stops in Birmingham. It feels so incredibly slow to be driving the train through here. Oh, that's the end of the main yard, I think, is it? Don't even know anymore. Yeah, it's the big yard. And as I say, we come through here, we go past Low-Fell. I think one of these sidings here is the Royal Mail Depot. I think they're all are actually, but yeah. That's what we do. We'll be doing a mail train service out of that someday. Dunstan States, yeah? Yeah, Dunstan. And I would kind of love to have a line that led off towards the metro centre. Well, it does, but there's no station there, and put the metro centre in. Which I think is a shame, but what can you do about it? Just wondering, do they have like a dead man pedal? Alright, they've got a footrest, but they haven't got a dead man pedal. Yes, you can get high and low, high and low, loud and high, loud, but not soft. So I'm imagining the game's basically telling me. Coming up in a 20 limit, so we'll just put all the power off. Actually, put a little bit of braking on, just gentle amount of braking. It's still 1.7 miles to that 20 limit, which is probably just entering the bridge over the time. Realistically, I need to start braking not this set of signals, but the next set. And the train's tilting. It's tilting even in these slight turns here, you can see. So that's pretty cool. I like doing runs like this one where I've got no timetable. Yeah, also, I forgot to mention, well, didn't forget, I will be doing a 2,500 views special, because I've just passed that mark a few days ago. I'm about 2,600 now, which is just an absolute testament to what people can achieve in such a short space of time. I'm born asleep yet, train, don't worry. Hello, Mr. Deltec. Deltec 125. City 125, yeah. Speed's just gently bleeding off, but a nice relaxed drive through Tyneside. Also, you can see the TMS has actually switched itself off, because you can see I'm not using it. Well, it's not switched itself off, it's like put itself to sleep like when the screen goes off on your phone. That's good. I didn't notice it actually like lit up the area around itself. Half a mile to the 20 limit. I can go back to the line just passing below us there. You can just see it going off from that angle. That leads off to the Metro Centre and to Dunstan Staithes, which is pretty cool. When you thought I couldn't go any slower, I'm about to go slower. That's the 20. That's the cautionary sign for a 20. That's not actually passing a 20 sign. There's a 20 limit coming up. Okay, and that's back to about 2% power to hold a 20. 2%, yeah, it's literally all you need. Because we're on the level. And 20's plenty, apparently. We can look out. And if I look over to the north, you can see there's very much a 1970s Newcastle. That's the... Is it 70s? Yeah, I'd say it's 70s. Well, actually, when we get over the bridge, we'll be able to look down the Tyne and see what we can see. There's loads of construction cranes. They're still there. Yeah, they haven't taken those away yet. This is an amazing road bridge to be on. You literally feel like you're on top of everything. I remember that this is being like a two-level bridge. Gee, I think they do car traffic. No, they don't. It's just the trestles. The bridge we're going over now is a dedicated rail bridge. But that bridge over there, you can see I've just got the mouse cursor on just... well, that's a metro bridge. One after that is a two-level bridge. And on the top level you get the trains. And on the bottom level you get cars and buses going on, which is pretty crazy. That 125 is making one heck of a lot of noise for the speed it's doing. That's why we should have Voyagers. No train, I haven't even gone to sleep now. Isn't that surprising? Yeah, it's like what I was saying about sounding the horn though. You can't hear the train. I mean, you can't hear me coming. And if you're, let's say, you know, bending down on the tracks to pick a phone up, you ain't gonna hear me coming. Until it's too late. That is like that, a lot like that actually. Dunstan Staines, I think I mentioned this during a previous video, which are just over that way. Don't seem to be rendering in. That's actually the biggest wooden structure in the world, I think. Yep, we're approaching an amber signal, just telling us this is where we are stopping. I also can move left to right in the seat. I don't know, not quite sure what the point of sitting here is. You've got emergency equipment, which is cool, and you've got a horn, which I think actually you can use, yeah. And an emergency brake. I reckon it's probably for like a, if you're check riding someone on a train. Oops, I'm a bit on the fast side. And they're starting to screw up, you can just like ram the emergency brake on. Hello, Mr. Interceptive on 12.5. Doot doot. Yeah, that's actually a platform that you can kind of walk. I don't know if that was like originally designed that way, but there's like a platform there. It's used by the smaller trains. Generally, the ones that have come down from the north and are heading to like the likes of the Metro Centre. There's one does Aldenmouth, Pegswood, Manners, which is simulated on this map. Then the next station on the line, where we cannot stop yet, is obviously Central. And then you've got Metro Centre. The Metro Centre is just a massive indoor shopping kind of thing. Field of view's down at 100%. Just gotta bring the train in nice and slowly. Screw slowly. Whoa! There we go. So the passengers are all waiting to get off the train. I don't know if it's continuing on its journey or it's going to be turned around here and it's going to start heading back down south to probably Birmingham or somewhere like that. The next thing is going to be red, I'm imagining. So you can just start applying gently brake. The end of the train's in the station. There's actually a massive granite building inside a building just behind this. And it's the ticket office. Yeah, it's that one there. No, that's the wall. Yeah, it's like a massive granite thing. Black granite. And it's the ticket office. I'm not sure if that's still there though. It's ages since I've gone through Central and actually been paying attention. Mr. 125 sounds like he's off. We should just be coming to a gentle standstill. So the entire train is actually within the proper part of the station now. We're done for the day. We'll open doors. Passenger doors. Yeah, we can't do anything to open the doors. What we can do though, it's going to be a while before the train driver, next driver gets here. Off, off. And the engine stops. So you can't hear it because you've got the overpowering noise of that 125, do you? But we've just switched our train off. So that's the end of this video, folks, as the box tells us. So I'm going to cut the clip here. Thanks for watching, and hopefully it wasn't too painful. That was my first look at the Voyager 221 Advanced. See you, folks. Bye.